Hello everyone, Nick Kringus here with another video, SEO competitive analysis. Today we're going to be going into personal injury lawyers in Austin, Texas. And the purpose of this webinar is to show you how you can analyze your own competition to see if the market is something that you want to compete in, because some are too competitive and others are just ripe for the picking. So let's get started. First thing I do is I go into Google and I type in the term I want to search for. And you want to see, first of all, what's on the page. Are there any videos, other Web 2.0 properties, directories, local listings? What do the meta titles and descriptions say, to see how exactly they're ranking for what they're ranking for? Let me move this over for you so you can see it. Okay. So the very first spot in Personal Injury Lawyer Austin, Texas is a YouTube video, which is very interesting. So we want to write down in a little notepad document that the first spot is a YouTube video, which is a good sign because YouTube videos are pretty easy to rank. Really, you could just point a bunch of backlinks at them, buy the backlinks, and if the term is in the title, the description, the actual file name, then it's not too hard to rank a YouTube video. You can do it over and over again. So next, we see that there are local listings here. So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's still 10 spots, even though there's the map here. Which is good. Well, we do want to say that the map appears. I want to type that down. Also, avvo.com, that's a directory. FindLaw directory. Lawyers.com, that's 3. So that's 4 with Yelp. 4 directories. And the thing I have to say about directories is that they're definitely beatable, because the pages that are ranking are not usually that powerful. The domain is very powerful, like lawyers.com is very powerful, but this inner page for personal injury lawyers in Austin, Texas is only ranking because of the domain's inherent power and authority, not because of its own merits, of the page's own merits. Injury Lawyer Austin, that's sort of an exact match domain a little bit. So Injury Lawyer Austin is one exact match domain, and then Personal Injury Lawyer Austin, Texas is definitely an exact match domain. So there's 2 exact match domains on page 1. And the thing about exact match domains is that they used to work very, very well. Now it's not so much of an advantage anymore. You still need to do SEO properly, and it's not as easy to rank exact match domains as it was in the past. So if they're there and they're not, they don't have great backlinks, then they're definitely beatable. So let's look at here the titles and the meta descriptions. If you see here, all of these, most of them. So this one has Personal Injury Lawyer Austin, but doesn't have the word Texas. So for this phrase, if you had Texas in it, you might get a leg up on these people. Austin Personal Injury Lawyers. Personal Injury Lawyer Austin, Austin Personal Injury Lawyer. Find Personal Injury Austin, Texas. Austin's top personal injury lawyers, highest win rate. I like that one, so I'm going to copy it down. And you should do the same. You want to look at what successful people online are doing and simply copy them. And then you could use your own twist once you're on page one getting traffic. But copying what they do best is definitely a good strategy. It's a shortcut. You don't want to reinvent the wheel here. You see what people are doing, and you want to use what they're doing successfully. Anyway, Lowy Law Firm, Austin Personal Injury Lawyer. Austin Personal Injury Lawyer. So one thing I want to say about these titles is that also in the past, what was working is just to have that word that you want to rank for in the title. So Personal Injury Lawyer Austin, Texas was in the title, and you would rank for it. Now, as a part of the over-optimization thing that we have to look at, the over-optimization penalties are not just for anchor text and links. They're also for over-optimizing your page titles, your descriptions here, down here, and the H1 tags, everything on page. So the on-page factors can be over-optimized as well. So over-optimization is not just about links and the anchor text from links. And when we say anchor text, we mean any of this text that's clickable. These are anchor texts. Any link that has text, whether it's a URL or terms, these are anchor text. In the past, we would just blast the site with the same exact anchor text over and over and over again, and that would work. But now Google's closed that loophole and made it even harder to rank, and I guess that's why there's not as many good SEOs still out there, because it's not easy anymore. Now it takes a certain nuance, a certain art form to rank people, and not using this over and over and over again, it just becomes harder. Okay, let's move on. So we have a little bit of data here of what's going on page one. First spot is a YouTube video. The map appears, which doesn't really concern us. There's still 10 spots. There's 4 directories and 2 exact match domains. So there's 4 spots with just legitimate law firms, and the other 6 are, in my opinion, beatable from first glance. But then we want to go into a tool called Market Samurai, and the only reason I use Market Samurai is for the SEO competition module, and you'll see why. And this is an inexpensive tool. I think it's about $150 one time. And I also use it for rank tracking, to track the rankings. I like it because it does it once a week. I don't like being too obsessive over the rankings like every single minute. This one does it once a week, and it sends me a PDF report, which is really nice. And then, so we go into SEO competition module, and we click Generate Results. And these are the results from Majestic SEO, which I'll also show you, from the last 60 days. Sometimes it takes longer than others. Okay, so I want to show you why this term is absolutely doable and why I would go after it, no doubt. Because if you look here, besides the directories, which are those 4 that we spoke about, Avo, lawyers.com, and FindLaw, that's 3, and Yelp, that's 4, and the YouTube video. As you can see, the domain, this means backlinks to the domain. That means links pointing in from other websites to the whole domain. Obviously, YouTube has billions of backlinks, people linking into the site, over close to 9 billion backlinks. I think that's billion. Yep. And you see here, Avo has 2.5 million. FindLaw has 90,000. Lawyers.com has 1.9 million. And Yelp has 81 million backlinks. So besides those, the top spot is WayneWright.com. And we want to see if this person is beatable for this spot here. Because we already know we can take out the YouTube video with another YouTube video. very easily. So the number 2 and number 3 spots, this is surprising that this is working. InjuryLawyerAustin.net is up there with only 4 backlinks. So in the past, this is normal. To see an exact match domain like this is very normal. But nowadays, it shows me that the competition is not too strong. Because if a domain could get up there just because of the words in its URL, with only 4 backlinks in total to the domain, then we can definitely beat them. And this one here is not too hard to beat either. I mean, a press release will get you just, so you have a point of reference, a press release will get you hundreds, up to 500, 600, even 1,000 backlinks, even though they're coming from the same duplicate content, I understand, but they're definitely counted. So just for a point of reference, 600 backlinks in 60 days is not a lot. So Wainwright.com, beatable. YouTube, beatable. Injury Lawyer Austin is beatable. Then we go down here to the next competitor, Personal Injury Lawyers Austin, Texas.com, another exact match domain. It has 310 backlinks to the page. So this person here is a formidable opponent. This is only 8 backlinks. So there's a bunch of spots on here that you can get on to page 1 with. Over here it tells you if it has the word in the title. I would assume that Personal Injury Lawyer Austin. Let me do that one instead and see what comes up. I assume that Personal Injury Lawyer Austin would have more of the on-page factors. Let's see if this is more competitive. Sometimes it takes longer than others. Okay, so InjuryLawyerAustin.net is at the very, very top with only 4 backlinks. And it could be that they're blocking us from viewing their backlinks. There are not that many people that do that. And even if it does, it usually shows more than that because for one reason or another, it picks up usually more than 4. So it seems like the site is brand new. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look to see how new the site is. So what do we say? We said InjuryLawyerAustin.net. So we look up the who is at Network Tools to see how old the site is. InjuryLawyerAustin.net. No, so it's a year old. No, excuse me, it's not a year old. It's not old at all. Its creation date was October 2013, which was 3 months ago. 3 months ago with 4 backlinks, and he's at number 1 in Google for Personal Injury Lawyer Austin. That is a joke. That used to work in the past. It tells me now that this is an absolutely beatable market. That if any good SEO would come into this market, we could take any one of these spots that we want. Okay, so let's look even closer to that other competitor. I like competitor better. That I said was pretty strong. It's this one here with the other exact match domain. And I want to put them into Majestic. And see what's going on here. So I think it's just telling me for the homepage. So let's explore the entire domain. There you go. See, these are the same numbers. It pulls the numbers from here, 2966 and 310. This is the tool that it pulls the numbers from. So what I want to look at is these numbers we already saw. There's about 3,000 backlinks from 100 referring domains. What that means is different websites like apricotlaw.com only counts for one, although it could be linking to the site 1,000 times if every page of the site had a link in the sidebar. But the referring domains, that would only count for one. So this referring domains number is very important. This means that 100 different domains are linking into this website. But we could get 100 domains pretty easily in a couple months. So citation flow and trust flow, it's pretty good. What I really like to look at is this here, the anchor text. If the person does a good job, they have to diversify this anchor text, or else the site will get penalized and won't get as far in the search engine rankings as it should. So if we look here, the top term is the Lowy Law Firm, Personal Injury Lawyers, AustinTX.com. So the top three here are branded anchors, which is really good these days in Google. And to me, that's a little over-optimized, meaning that they have the exact firm name 27% of the time and 27% of the time. So over half the time, they're using these two different anchors. And again, anchors are any text in a link. So if you hover over this link here, you can see down in the bottom left of this window, it brings up where the link points to, which is just another page on Majestic SEO. And if you look over and hover over this link here, it shows you down here. If you look down here where my mouse is, when I hover over, it shows you what page it's going to point to. That's a link, and this term backlinks is the anchor text in this case. Over here, anchor text is the anchor text. So that is anchor text, and again, in the past, it was very easy to rank any website by just pointing the same anchor text at the site over and over and over again. But now that is definitely not the case and would cause your site to get penalized. Not penalized in a sense where you're thrown off the Google index, but you won't go as far as you should. It's like a filter. Think of Google as a filter, and you won't get through that filter if you have these over-optimization issues. Anchor text being the top one that they're looking for. So here we have a URL as anchor text, visit website, view website, attorney. So he has barely any personal injury lawyer Austin or personal injury lawyer Austin, Texas anchor text going to this website. I mean, it helps that his site is the exact match domain, so that he could link to it with these URLs as naked anchor text, we call them, or URL anchor text, and still get the benefit of using the anchor text because that term is in the site's name. Does that make sense? But the reason I don't like exact match domains anymore is because this site will have a really hard time ranking for anything else. If you want to rank it for, let's say, car accident lawyer, and I'm going to put my foot in my mouth right here. Let me see if it ranks for car accident lawyer Austin before I just doubt that it will. And that's why I don't like those exact match anchor text. It pigeonholes you into this one term that you're trying to rank for, as opposed to ranking for hundreds and hundreds of terms. So car accident lawyer Austin, Texas. Let's try that. So we have a whole different set of results here, and most of them are branded names and not these exact match. So if you see here Wainwright.com, I like this guy here because he's ranking for both. He's ranking for personal injury lawyer Austin. Let's see. Yeah, he's ranking for personal injury lawyer Austin. He's ranking for personal injury lawyer Austin, Texas, and he's ranking for car accident lawyer Austin, TX. So this competitor is pretty good and someone to look at and study what he's doing. So Wainwright.com. Let's put him in here. And see what he's up to. Okay, so not a lot of backlinks, but he has a lot of different domains pointing these backlinks, even more so than the other guy. Even though the other guy had 3,000 backlinks, this guy only has 628. This guy has almost double the number of referring domains, which is huge. Personal injury lawyer, San Antonio, Wainwright LLP, Social Security attorney. So he doesn't even have in the homepage title. So he might even rank for San Antonio. Right there, number one. So this is a guy that you definitely want to study, no doubt. Let's look at his backlinks, because I assume and I have a feeling that this guy is using really, really powerful backlinks to get here because they're not that many. And if you look, his anchor text is great. So Wainwright, just Wainwright, is only 11% of the time. The URL 7%, website 7%, a different form of the URL 7%, URL 7%, Wainwright LLP, a different form of the brand name, so he's mixing it up, which is nice. Visit website, Wainwright.com, personal injury lawyer, so he's not using the anchor text at all that he wants to rank for, and he's still getting the benefits. So this is something that you want to take note of, and what you want to do is you want to copy this. You want to use anchor texts that are your brand and that show Google that you're authority and can be trusted. Just like he's doing here. He's switching it up every single time, and he's not using these exact match anchor texts that he wants to rank for almost at all. They're probably fall in the other anchor texts, but then he doesn't use them at all. Like he uses them maybe once at a time, and that's it. He won't use it again. So personal injury lawyer. So this looks very, very natural. And he might not be doing any SEO. He might just be doing press releases. But what he is doing, which is smart, and it doesn't happen by accident by someone that's not considering SEO best practices, is that he's switching up his anchor text every single time. Even somebody that's trying to do or not trying to do SEO, sometimes they would be even less diversified than this. So these, I mean, frankly, I don't think 163 different domains are linking into any single attorney website by themselves. Like, let's write great content and then people will link to us. I just don't think that happens. I think that this is all done by the attorney, meaning that they have a focus on SEO and getting higher rankings, because who doesn't? These are very valuable keywords, these lawyer keywords, as you know. In pay-per-click, you'd be paying anywhere from $20 to $200 for these exact keywords, where he's getting them for free. So in my feeling is that he's doing SEO, but he's doing it very well. This one guy is someone that we want to copy. His trust flow, his citation flow is 3626. But one competitor out of all these competitors doesn't scare us away from the market. It's only one guy, and if we copy him, we can be right up there next to him. So 36 trust flow, 26 citation flow. It's just a metric to show how powerful the domain is. Let's look at the backlinks. This is exciting right here, because you can copy this too, and you'll be right up there with them. If you see here, the citation flow and trust flow are very high. So the URL, and not the domain, but the URL, the actual page that the link is found on, because somebody could tell you that they're getting you very valuable and powerful backlinks, and they tell you that it's on a PR5 website, but that doesn't mean anything if the domain is PR5 but not the page. So that's why homepage links are the most powerful. If you get a homepage link from PR5, that's a lot different story than a deep inner page of a PR5 website. Does that make sense? And we'll show you this even further. So here, this is an image link. So he must have like a, he took out a sponsored ad. And let's hide the deleted ones because that means that it just fell off the page. Maybe it went onto a different page of the site. So he has a lot of no-follow stuff. So let's look here. GSTRC.com. He's a sponsor of. So what I want to do is, it's a little annoying, but I'm in the wrong browser here, and I like using Firefox because I have these toolbar extensions that show you a lot of different things about each website. So if we go to Firefox, and I don't want to disorient you here, so I'll just open up the whole thing in the page, and we copy and paste that in there. Okay, so this is a PR3 website, which is pretty powerful. I mean, frankly, we just go out and buy a website that's a PR5 or PR6 and put our own link on it. That's a little advanced, though. So let's move forward. So here you see that these links here, one of them is for Wainwright. Here you go. This link right here, if I move my my smiling face, right underneath my video, if you hover over this, it shows that the link, the image link, is pointed right back to the homepage of Wainwright.com. So this PR3, which is pretty strong, as you see here, it's not only a PR3, it's a good PR3. It has a citation flow of 34 and trust flow of 44. And let's see if I can get that other toolbar going. Oh, well, now's a good time as any to install it. Excuse me for a second. I recently upgraded to Windows 8, so I don't have all the toolbars that I used to have. Hang with me for a second. Please hang with me for a second. Okay, so let's download this, add to Firefox. So that's the SEO Moz toolbar, and what that does is it gets us the PA and the DA, which are two other metrics. They stand for page authority and domain authority, and those give us a real great indicator of how strong the site is, if it's actually a PR5 or a PR3 in this case. Because anything over, it's out of 100. Let me just show you what I'm talking about here. So this page, a PR3, right? We were just here. Okay, the PA is a 22, so it's not the most powerful link in the world. We could definitely get better for ourselves and for our website and outrank this guy. And what I've been noticing lately is that a lot of directory links are in the backlink profile of page one websites. I think it just shows people that these lawyers are real businesses. They're listed in directories. For some reason, Google's putting extra weight on these right now. And if you'd like, that's why we put together the 61 law firm directories that you need to be in. You could download that for free on our website, apricotlaw.com. Okay, so if you don't know where, you can just contact us and we'll let you know where exactly. It's not on the homepage right now, but it will be soon. Okay, so as you see here, like we said, the directory, avo.com, yellowpages.com, yellowpages, SAS. This is another partner link. So what they're doing basically is they're just buying links. They're just buying little advertisements on different local sites. Again, same exact thing here. You could literally go to this page yourself and buy a partner link and give them your logo and have the same exact links that this guy has. You can copy his backlink profiles of the most powerful backlinks he has, and then once you copy them, you'll probably be right next to him in the Google rankings, as all else being considered. you're not over optimizing your anchor text or your titles or your meta descriptions or your URLs, then after that, once you copy them and you're right next to him, we could just outrank him. We could just do a little bit more powerful things than he's doing and just go right by him. So I think you get the point, but let's find his, here it is, Wainwright. Points to the homepage again. So this is all this guy is doing, and he's doing pretty well in SEO in the Texas area and the areas that he wants to rank for. Okay, so Avo. So here's another one. I don't have to look at it. Oh, I forgot. Up here, let's look at this page. This is a PR4 website. PA 26, DA of 40. So it's a pretty strong website. Next one on the list is SARAMpage.com. Team Partners. Okay. So here he's on a PR3 webpage. Again, if you go to a different page on this website, it might not be as powerful of a page. So what's interesting is that these pages that he's on are actually powerful. They're actually page rank 3 pages, not the entire domain. It's very important to note. That's why these pages are shooting him up. That's why these links are shooting him up to page 1 for many different keywords, because the pages themselves are strong. So PA33 and DA46 is a very good site here. If anybody's in the San Antonio area, you should just go and buy a partner link on this website. And these are just text links, paid text links. You can't tell me that paid links don't work. How else do you get links? Money talks. So we look over here, Wainwright.com is right here in the list of text links. So if you find a site and you see in Firefox that it's like a PR3 or PR4 or PR5, contact them. Tell them you'll give them $50, $100 a month to be featured on the sidebar of the website. You never know. Or something like this, or just copy your competitors, which is even easier. Okay, Avo, the same Serum page, JoelBieber.com links. So this guy is just buying links. Nothing to it. And it's working because nothing else he's doing is over-optimizing or put him in jeopardy of not ranking. Nothing else is standing in his way of ranking, so these links are working beautifully. So the Joel Bieber firm, no idea why, proud members of National Association of Personal Injury Lawyer. And then they have the links of the National Association of Personal Injury Lawyers. So you may want to also look at NAPIL.com. Let's open this up in a new tab. And this is a directory you can get a link from right away. Here you go. So this is a directory you can just submit your website to and get a link in. And then you'll also show up on this one, because this guy seems to just be scraping the personal injury lawyers from the area that he wants to show on his website. So maybe get into this directory and then contact Mr. Joel Bieber here and tell him, hey, I'm in the area and I'm also in the NAPIL, so please put me on your website. And he probably will. The city of CorpusChristi.com/attorneys. So you probably just contacted them, just plain old white hat stuff here. Contact them, ask them to add a link to the site. So a lot of AVO stuff. SocialSecurityLawyers.net with dashes in between. I want to see what this is. I have to open it up a different page. I know we're beating a dead horse here, but this is the best lawyer in the market, so this is what I want to see. We already know that we can rank for just about anything in Austin, Texas, because this is the only guy that I see that's doing it right, and he has like really strong backlinks that I know we can get better. and stronger backlinks than him. We can copy what he has, and then we can surpass him. Plus, we can copy his anchor text profiles, no problem. So this is good stuff here. I hope you're enjoying this. So socialsecuritylawyers.net. So here, if you go to membership, you could also get your profile just like he has, Mr. Wayne Wright. I want to copy these down for future reference. Okay, so let's go to membership. And here you go. You could either link exchange, like link back to the site, and that's free, or $109 one-time fee for a highly relevant link. I think I didn't see his, let's put it into Firefox to see how powerful this page is here. I doubt it's as powerful. This is what I want to show you. So this inner page, like I said earlier, doesn't have any page rank, so it's not as powerful as the other links. The PA is only one. That means that the page itself doesn't have any backlinks pointed to it. What you could do is you could build backlinks to this page and get this page ranked because it's on a pretty authoritative domain. That's another little trick, a little advanced SEO there. So domain authority is 44. So this site is pretty, the domain is strong, but not the page. Okay, so for relevant links, which are really helpful as well, it's important to have these. But if you want a link that really moves the needle and pushes you up to page 1, this is not it. This is just part of a natural looking link profile. But then when we put in links like from a PR3 or PR5, then we really start to move the needle. See, these are the links that really push them up to page 1. But we could buy these sites on our own and make it look like we don't own them and link to our website from them. That's how you do it. Okay, so let's go back to the mind map and just see that we covered everything that we wanted to cover. So we went through this. We went through Market Samurai, the 4 whys or the on-page factors over here. So these here, in Personal Injury Lawyer Austin, there are quite a few that have that word in the title, URL, description, and header. The only one is FindLaw that has it in all 4. So this is also doable. You can have that word in all 4 spots as well. In the URL, in the title of the page, the URL of the page. So basically what I'm telling you is that if you make a page on your website, let's say it's wainwright.com/ how to find a personal injury lawyer in Austin, or even better, how to find a personal injury lawyer in Austin, Texas. Now you'll have those words, personal injury lawyer Austin, in the title. You'll have it in the URL and the actual address of the site. In the description, that's up to you to put it in the description. If you have like WordPress SEO, which is it's called Yoast, Y-O-A-S-T, WordPress plugin, you could just put that right in there in the title and the description. And the header is just the H1. So like somewhere in the content of the site, something is tagged as H1, meaning it's like bold and important, like a subtopic or a title of a paragraph. So all you have to do is just highlight the words Personal Injury Lawyer Austin and click H1 in a WordPress. It's that easy. So as long as those are in there, you can beat these guys. You can be up there and not over-optimize, not just personal injury lawyer. Like I said, how to find personal injury lawyer Austin, Texas. That's much better than just these 4 terms, because you're telling Google right away that that's all I want to rank for. And you're telling them flat out that that's all I want to do is rank for these terms. And what they do is they don't rank you for it. So you have to make it look like it's natural, as if you're doing it for the visitor only. Okay, back to the mind map. Let's run through this, the Majestic SEO. We went through the overview. We went through anchor text, and we went through backlinks extensively. Keyword ideas, we did not go through this. What keywords are the winners targeting? So basically what this means is this is a great way to go to the winner's website and look at all the keywords that the person's targeting and just copy them. So right here, perfect. It's a list of keywords. I think my camera's frozen, so I'm going to move this over here so I don't just look like a, oh, it's not frozen. It got unfrozen. So if you look over here, this is just a list of keywords that you can copy and put into your campaign. Aircraft accidents, animal injuries, auto accidents. So I got to move that. I'm sorry. It just gets stuck on this monitor. Bicycle accidents, birth injuries, boating. Just copy each and every one of these. Get your assistant to do it. And make sure that whoever is doing your SEO or your traffic and your internet marketing has these, if they're what you want to rank for, if they're the type of client that you want in your campaign. So that's basically what that means. Look around the website and see if you can find a list of different keywords to copy for your campaign. So I would just copy all of these. Let's see if I can do that. Put them right in a notepad. Boom, you have them. That's how you do it. Excellent. So then you could, well, we won't go into it, but you can put like personal injury, you can put Austin, Texas at the end of each one of these and make it your anchor text, or that's beyond the scope of this webinar. So Google Keyword Planner, what you want to do with that is go into the Google Keyword Planner, and you can search for Google Keyword Planner. I don't have to log in to show you. Search for it in Google. And basically it's a tool that you can get the search volume for these keywords. So these keywords that you just found, see, most people have it backwards. Most people go to the Keyword Planner expecting the Keyword Planner to give you these terms as ideas. So let's say aircraft accidents. If you type that in, aircraft accidents in Texas, in the Google Keyword Planner, it's not going to give you animal injuries, auto accidents, bicycle accidents, birth injuries as related keywords. It's just not going to. What it will give you is aircraft fatalities, or it will give you airplane accidents. It will give you very similar or synonym terms, but it won't give you all these other ideas. That's why it's not a very good tool for generating ideas. And that's why I suggest going to winning websites and finding what they're targeting and just steal those. And then what you can do with those is put all of these right into the Keyword Planner and then come up with the best synonyms for these terms, the ones that are getting the highest search volume every month, and then target those. That's what we suggest. So with each and every one of these, let's say you find one that's like really interesting and gets a lot of search volume. Let's say you find one that gets 1,000 visitors per month. We want to start this whole process over. And let's say it's burn injuries, just for the sake of argument. If it's burn injuries in Austin, Texas, and that's the keyword that's getting a lot of search volume for all of a sudden, put it through the test. Go through Majestic SEO and put it in Google and see how powerful these other sites are. You can do so by using Majestic SEO, by using Market Samurai, by using these toolbars we saw that I showed you over here, SEO Book and SEO Moz for Firefox toolbars. They'll show you how powerful the site is. So even for Wainwright, excuse me, Wayne, we'll be wrapping this up over here after this. Wainwright.com. So as you can see, it's not a very strong website. As a matter of fact, the design on the website is just completely awful. And design is actually becoming more and more important these days. So this website to me is outdated, something that you can just definitely make a better website than this. The page authority of the homepage is only 39. So you can get better than that right away, probably in a couple months. This all comes from what backlinks are pointing into the site. The more powerful and the greater number of backlinks pointing into the website, and these numbers go up and your website becomes stronger. Period. The rest of the stuff is just to make sure Google doesn't penalize you, but it's still about backlinks. Period. Okay, so I mean that might change in the future, and then we'll be saying something else. And that's SEO is always changing, so we have to stay on top of things. But this is definitely a market that we can win in. Anything in related, Austin, Texas, San Antonio, anywhere in Texas, in a town in Texas, I think we can go in and dominate. So this has been Nick Kringus. I hope you found this helpful. Make sure to go out to apricotlaw.com like we said earlier.